So this is, I think, such a masterclass in making yourself look bad to rational people, but making yourself look really good to yourself. And not many people can pull this off. But, you know, some people just have that special something about them that makes them be able to see life differently. And Heidi's one of those people. Okay, so if you follow Heidi Powell for any amount of time, 5 minutes, 7 years, you probably know that she gets to do a lot of cool, exciting things. She was on TV. She works from home on her own schedule. She has 4 beautiful, healthy, seemingly children. She lives in a nice home. She has a boyfriend, I guess, named Dave Hollis. Now that we could be, you know, I could be persuaded that that's not a positive, but, you know, whatever.
Unfollow me.
True, fair enough. But, you know, she doesn't think that. She thinks that her life is like something to be not jealous of or not enviable because she works so hard and she finally has taken time for herself. You know, she didn't have time for herself on her Hawaiian vacation. She didn't have time for herself on her multiple trips to California where she shares every single minute. That's the only reason I know about all this stuff is because she shares everything about it. She went to visit Mel Gibson. Oh my God, that'd be a weird thing. Mel Robbins up in the Northeast. She went to somewhere else with Dave. Like yes, there is work involved, I'm sure, but like a lot of this is leisure, I believe. And I've only really been following her closely for like a year. So, you know, so forget all of that. This is the real time that she's taken for herself. So let me read it. So it's just a picture of her finger or her hand. And I think she specifically used this hand to show because it shows her tattoo on her ring that is the wedding rings that her and Chris once had. And I believe Chris got his removed and she obviously has not gotten her removed. That's what I think the real purpose of this post is, if you're asking me. But here we go. She goes, I did it. And I'm so proud of me. After months of not being able to find time for myself, I finally decided to create it with a simple mani-pedi. I know it's not much. Humble queen. I know it's not much, but in the game of transformation, we look for and celebrate small wins. Small wins. I need to put on my music. I really need, do I have it? Hold on. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Okay, ready? Small wins repeated consistently over time equals solid habits and real change. Giving myself an hour uninterrupted is far from a habit yet, but it was a thing today. A thing that after a long couple of days, weeks, actually months, felt big to me. These past 365 days have been so damn good to me, I can't even write about them without crying. I've dreamt bigger, achieved more, flown higher, and reached personal peaks I never knew possible in almost every single area of my life. Oh, I feel so bad for her. She's accomplished everything. Oh, poor thing. But this accomplishment hasn't been the result of me just surfing social media. Okay, who said it was? It's come at the price of long days, sleepless nights, back-to-back meetings, endless travels, magically created energy on days when none existed, never-ending calls, and a mind that literally never turns off. Now that I believe. All the while parenting 4 kiddos and trying to care for myself. Everyone just take a second. Thoughts and prayers to Heidi. The imbalance has reared its head, pain has been felt, change has been committed to, and small new habits and daily efforts are currently in practice. Like today's nail salon visit on my way home. Okay, here we go. Now, if you haven't heard this part yet, it's gonna sound eerily similar to Toiletgate. This sweet lady who comes to my house twice a week to clean my toilets, she also moonlights at this nail salon that Heidi also frequents. So she's not only a cleaning lady, she's also a nail tech because she is the sweetest. Here we go. I owe a huge thanks to the sweetest woman who helped me today. It was almost as if she knew from the moment she took me back that my happy energy and big smile was hiding a weary heart in need of TLC. Not the TV network, Tender Loving Care, in case we didn't know. I do love that channel though, so many amazing shows. Immediately, conversation started and conversation was made. Okay. There was a brief moment where I began tearing up watching her put so much genuine care and love into me and the job she was doing. Heidi Powell, you need a timeout from the internet. Let me just say you need a timeout from the internet right now because this is sounding as if you are delusional AF. Because this woman's working, babe. This is her job. Do you think she wants to get fired? No, she probably does not. She needs an income like all of us. We all need that money. None of us want to do it, probably. At least I don't want to do it. I don't want to work. I don't want to have money. I wish I didn't have to have anything. But here we are. And this person is probably the same. Now, she could be very nice. She can be sweet, but it's also kind of part of the customer service experience that someone who's coming in as a customer, you're nice to them. But does she not, know that or what? Or she's just special, like, oh, this woman, like, just really got me. Okay, it gets worse. It was, this part needs to be on her, like, tombstone or something. I don't know. That's mean. That's not mean. I mean, it's like just weird, but like this line is just so, it will never leave me from thinking about Heidi Powell. Okay, ready? It was clear she was experiencing so much joy in serving me the best she could by caring for my overworked hands and nails. Heidi, baby. No. Don't ever post this again. Don't ever post this again.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry. It's okay to delete this right now. This makes you look so stupid. Who do you think has more worked hands, the nail tech or Heidi Powell? Someone guess. I'm going to guess the nail tech uses her hands much more often than Heidi Powell does. And I don't think she's experiencing joy. I think she's experiencing capitalism. And she's experiencing work. But okay. But Heidi Powell's got the overworked hands. On a day when I thought the last thing I had the time for was a pedicure and a conversation with a stranger, turns out what I needed most was exactly this. I needed to let someone take care of me more than I needed my workout. I needed human connection more than I needed to hit my macros. Why don't you go hang out with a friend, Heidi? This is why parasocial relationships and where every single interaction in your life, every single relationship is transactional. When you're working with your husband, when your boyfriend is your business partner, when your kids are in your stories and they're selling your products for you, when they're involved in content that you're making, when all of your friends are somehow, doing sweepstakes with you, or your friends are also, coaches in your program, you don't have a real friend. That's a problem and something that people should be aware of if they're in this space as influencers. You need people outside of making money. Otherwise, it's not genuine, because she thinks that this nail tech is someone who's like really cares about her. Babe, it's not. And I keep saying babe. I don't know why. I feel like I need to tell her, like, honey buns, honey squirrel buns. Come on. This person is working. It's like anywhere at Starbucks, like the barista, they probably are nice people, but they don't give a shit about you, and you don't give a shit about them because you don't know them. It's like this thing that we're doing. It's all theater because we have to. My toes are clean. My nails are pretty. My heart is full. I am happy. Cool. Ma'am, this is a nail salon. Can we stop crying, please?
There's Colleen.
That's for Kimberly. So that's cringe. I'm sorry. And like I said, I think the whole reason she even had this whole soliloquy, this whole rant, positive rant, I suppose, is because she wanted to show that she still has her marriage tattoo on. And that's some sort of like, I don't know, bat signal to Chris, like, someone asked me about this so she can talk about Chris again. That's my personal thoughts. Yikes. And I'm not saying you can't be friendly or have friends with people who are working. Of course not. But to say like, oh, someone's nice to me, it's a power dynamic. And I find this to be a thing that I deal with. Oh, thank you, Taby C34. Like if I have a client or something, like there is an expectation that I want this relationship to go well. So there really is a boundary that needs to be set. Like we cannot become best friends because I want to have free reign to walk out of a relationship if it no longer is a good relationship. If it's a client and a friend, that complicates things so much. So it's important to separate as much as possible. And it's really hard. Look at Rachel and Dave. Look at anyone who works together with their significant other. It's almost impossible. Chip and Joanna are the only ones I've known to do it, and I wonder if they're really thriving or they're, surviving. But anyways.